Welcome back to Rudniki episode 30. We got a rainy August coming down. There's actually quite a few things that we can do in this episode. We got to get all these logs picked up off this field. And then I think what we might do is rent there's like a brush / wood mulcher thing. We can run it up and down. There's a couple stumps we'll hit here. Try to hit those branches, the small ones up here that we were having trouble with before. I think some of these are just cut and they went through the map. Obviously the ones that are green are not dead, so those weren't cut. But we can't seem to hit them. So we're going to take the mulcher up here and try to get rid of those. And then, I don't know if we'll extend out the field here, but we'll for sure combine the bottom down here. And we'll have one big field. This will be barley. We got to get some food for our chickens. We are running out. We got only like 3 months left, maybe 4. We'll end up having to buy some food, unfortunately, but we knew that was probably a consequence of us not doing them last year. But we do got a lot of canola yet to sell when the time comes. Talking about the future, just looking at the sales, and I think our originally was saying we're going to buy this field right down there, that one with carrots in it. It's a very nice field. Actually quite big. It would be nice to have. But some things have changed because of the sales. We have a nice round baler for sale in New Holland, $27,000, almost 60% off of that base price. We have to get this. I mean, you can't go wrong. 120 horse, which easily our tractor can do now. We can sell our other baler because it was getting tedious picking up those small ones. She's in rough shape. It'll be nice to upgrade that. Also, I would like to get a better mower at some point. I mean, we only got this one field, so it hasn't been too bad. But I think what we might end up doing, since we're going to be buying that baler, we almost got to like make it worth it. So we should maybe look at getting one of these 2 fields. And then we can start doing even more grass. They should go into our storage in our shed. I guess we'll have to find out. And we'll have to get transportation arranged for all that and all that good stuff. We still have 10 hours before the sale expires. So I think we'll just wait on that. We can get these logs picked up, however, so we can start getting that rolling. We just cannot forget about the sale there. Let's see, where was our trailer? Right there. We should be able to pick most of those up. Throw them on the bed of the trailer and get some money for those. Yeah, because if we can invest in a better mower, get rid of the sickle, and then maybe down the line get, the extensions for the back, the double, that we get a nice working width on all that. It'd be so great. And we could really hammer out the grass and then fill up our shed, and then once that's full, we could just start selling it too. Get a couple cuts in a year and we'd make quite a bit of money doing that. I think that's definitely... Sometimes you gotta change the direction where you see things, depending on what's given to you. That's kind of what I like about doing a series like this, is depending on what comes up on the sales, we might have an idea of doing one thing, and then another transpires. We might have to cut that branch there yet. Get these ones picked up at least, I guess. We'll probably do this in a couple loads. We probably could have put the sides on the... Then you can't use the straps. We're probably obviously better off strapping everything. Yeah, I think we gotta cut this yet because it's not late enough. Try to do it right down the middle here if we can. We gotta shut that... Can we shut that off? Indicated link. I don't think we can. I guess we'll go like that then. It's kind of unrealistic to do it that way, because it'd be nicer to have it cut where you cut, but for the sake of getting the cuts right, it's kind of nice. Come on. Strap. Okay, so we got our first load ready to go. Let's go out this way. We'll run down to the sail point. Actually, I hope we can get through this way. We might end up hitting our fence. It's nicely mowed. A little bit, but we're making her. Coming in the back way. Because I knew we wouldn't be able to get through that front gate. And then we have to actually go over to the door to sell these. 720. Not a lot, but again, it's something. Yeah, if we get this done quick enough, we'll be able to put winter barley in. I think I want to do that. And that'll give us time to figure out what else we want to put in the other field. That's a big log there. Okay, we can't pick that one up. Actually, a lot of these we can't pick up. We'll have to do some cutting. $1,470. That was pretty good. Last couple loads here were pretty decent. For a total of $3,714. Pretty good for just cleaning up the field. So now that we're up here, we do have a 3-point on the front. We should look at that mulcher. Oh, that baler. Yeah, we got 9 hours yet. Keep that in mind. So excavator tools. Force mulcher can be used to remove tree stumps and bushes. 23,000. Obviously, we're going to rent that. Was that the only one? I thought there was one more. A stump grinder. I guess that's all there is. Wood chipper. Mulcher. And if it doesn't work, we're going to have to rent something more powerful. Because it does have to get mulched. Those tree stumps are going to be... I mean, obviously we could use a stump grinder. Maybe we should do that. That way we don't have to worry about... Yeah, let's do that. We'll rent this. That way we don't gotta worry about renting a tractor. Because that leasing cost will really get us if we do that. We'll just pop this on the front. Bring it down with us. I'm hoping I can get that brush. It should be able to. Get it up here a little bit so it's not hitting the ground. There we go. Perfect. Drop the trailer off. This might take us a little bit of work to find the stumps, but I suppose we could use the paintbrush too. There's only 2. And we'll have to rent a plow so we can combine these 2. Unless we could see these. It's gonna be difficult, I think. So there's one right here. Let's just paint. Otherwise we're gonna have a hard time finding them. There, and then here. Looks like we might have left a wood chunk. And then we'll head up to that brush area, see if we can get those. Hopefully this works decent. I know we have some trouble sometimes with the stump grinder running correctly. See if we get up on it here. Yeah, there we go. That wasn't too bad. Got her in one go. And then the other one? Maybe? We're hitting her. There we go. Not bad for $1,000. At least the tree paid for our rental. Just double checking, making sure we're looking good. Yeah. Excellent. Let's try to get that brush. If we may. I don't know how good this will work. Ooh, we're hitting some. There it goes, look at that. Perfect. That is a lot cleaner. Is there anything else that we want to take care of while we got the grinder rented? Yeah, we were talking about putting a potato garden here in this corner. Otherwise we could use it for storage and stuff. We may have to move this fence to do that, but it might work too. I don't know. It is a nice little corner for a garden though, ain't it? We had to move the fence so we had to cut the tree down. I definitely don't want to do any more trees for a little while. That's actually that'd be quite a bit to pick that one up. I think we'll go with that. There wasn't anything else laying on the ground, was there? There's a branch here. We could probably take that branch with us and sell it. It's probably not even worth anything. And then we can grab the plow, rent a plow, and we'll get these 2 combined. And then we're ready to start subsoiling once again. Yeah, was it this month? Next month. Winter barley starts. September next month. Okay, can we set this here? Bring it with us? I don't think it's going to be worth messing around with. Let's just Get rid of it if we can. There we go. Problem solved. Alright, return this. And then we will rent a plow. Something small would be fine. 14. Could probably go with this one just for extra width if we need it. It'll save us some time. 140 horse, yeah, and our tractor is 145, so we are clear on there. Yeah, let's rent this one. Go with 5 length. Standard's fine. Lease, 816. We might have to rent a weight. I didn't even think of that. We'll get it swung over here so we can hook up to it. Probably one of my only gripes about this map is the spawn locations for the tools are not right. Alright, can we handle it? It's a little light, but I think we can manage. Hold it up here so we're not whacking out on the road. Alright, sneak in the back here. And like I said, I don't think we're going to do anything about this corner. We could extend it. Ah, let's leave it. It's not really that much more. Alright, so now we need... Let's go straight across so we get this straight here. Alright, so we gotta do... Allow create fields. Drop her down. Just like so. And we'll come back this way here. And we are combining. Do one more pass just to be safe on that. I don't think we're over far enough. Just to be safe. And then we'll have to do the same thing over here so we don't... maybe I can make it work. Yeah. It's not gonna get the whole thing if I do that. We'll have to go like this again. So we get a decent straight edge. Excellent. Here as well. Not too bad of a job. Just like that. Alright, flyover. That is a big field now. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we need to plow for. I mean, if we wanted to go crazy, we could just do this, leave the tree in the center too. Or we could cut the tree down, even though we got rid of the stump grinder. Nah, let's not do that. Because I think it's good to keep a field like this. If we do get a carrot harvester or planter, the vegetable one, these smaller straight fields are pretty nice for that. Especially at a single row. Okay. Definitely got something going here. So we got to, let's go back up to the sale area. And I guess we'll probably... Actually, let's do this. Let's just return this here. We gotta take that baler up and sell that. Get more money for it if we bring it in. Return. Perfect. And then we'll just grab the small square baler. Gotta get the most we can out of it. We get the baler. We gotta get a... Well, we need to pick her up, or we could use our skid steer. We're probably not going to get a whole lot of bales. It'll definitely save us. Well, this would have been nice to unload this twine. Well, I don't know if the other balers would take the same twine. We'll just sell it. It is worth 6,646. Sell. Yes. And then we'll grab that baler. 27,000. What is this configuration doing? So that's a different color. I like to leave it at what the standard. We'll get standard net. Buy that, 27,000. We're now at 34. We'll check out the shape it's in. It looked like they did a pretty good job of restoring it. Not too bad, actually. Zoom in on it here. There's a little paint missing on the between the twines there, or the tines, I should say, on the augers. They did a pretty good job restoring that. Awesome. It is a little damaged, but I think we're gonna make do with that instead of restoring it. Make sure we park it in the shed. How we need it. I don't know if we'll get another cut in this year or not. We should be able to. And then we'll get to use it for the first time. Perfect. There you go. Welcome to the family. So now, we need to get going on our subsoiling. I think we put that over here. The nice thing about having combining fields is less crops to worry about putting in, and we can just... I mean, obviously we could do 2 fields of barley, but it's kind of nice to have a big field and go for it if you're going to do that. Oh, that looks a nice, the steering assist adjusted for our new field now. I love that. I can't wait to see improvements on the next farm sim and what they might do with this. Because this was the first time. And it's like, you get so used to it that you don't realize, like, hey, this is just... They just put this in this year. And you get so used to things. Okay, let's get this whole thing subsoiled, and then we'll have to go to next month and get ready for our planting winter barley. That went pretty good. Didn't actually take us too long to do that. Get her wrapped up here. We'll have to take a nap and get into September. And then we'll be able to plant the winter barley. Yeah, look at that. It's almost like it's been like that the whole time. Our harvester should be able to easily make that corner. I was thinking that a branch might be in the way, but that tree is like nicely out of the way. We could also get this subsoiled too. We haven't figured out what we're going to put in that field. We could do soybeans. Although we won't get a very big yield, I suppose, and we wouldn't have to worry about slurry on that one. Yeah, we'll most likely probably do soybeans. We'll wait till the spring, obviously, to plant those, because that's the only time we can do it. Then we just got to worry about slurry in this field and not the other. How is the actual lime? pH is good. Awesome. We'll take it. We could also put that rake over in that corner too. I don't know. Are we gonna get a potato garden in over here or not? We can't decide. It does feel like a good spot for one. That's something we could figure out in the spring too. Okay, let's shut her down there and then we'll take a nap. We'll see what September brings. Welcome to September! Let's take a look at some things. Chicken's got almost 3 months, not quite. We'll have to buy food sooner or later. We're waiting on 28 months before the cows produce milk. We're at 25. They're 6 months on grass. How is our garden doing? Our greenhouse, I should say. Water's still good there. We are set to make some good money on strawberries. Canola payout. And eggs. We got a nice payday coming up. How's the sales this month? Nothing of use. We'll get that winter barley started. I don't know if we're going to get through all of it in this episode. We'll do what we can. Our working with is not crazy, but it ain't too bad either. Let's see here. We need winter barley. There it is. Will we get through the whole field? I would think. Did pretty good. Be kind of cool to try the worker on it, but we're trying to save money yet. We'll try it at some point. Get it started here, and then we'll see what we're working with. So magically the pH is bad as soon as we plant. Or excuse me, yeah, pH. So we should probably actually lime this. That's one thing I get confused about. Let me look at that real quick. I always think you should lime before you plant. But if we do it after we plant, will lettuce number 1 and number 2, is the number going to be better? Liming. Doesn't say anything about when to do it. What we're going to do... 5.7. Yeah, that's 5.7 here. Let's go a little bit more. Just to make sure. We'll stop. That corner seemed like it was a little bit different. Yeah, okay, so we are good then. I'm glad I did that because this corner was always kind of goofy without not being the right actual percentage for the whole field. 5, yeah, we planted down here, so we're good. Excellent. We'll just keep on rolling then. And we'll get this planting. I think we're going to call it there for today's episode. We'll have to come back and resume this on the next one. And then we'll have to see what our required pH is. We're going to grab up... We'll have to get some more... slurry, rather, at the sail point in our transportation tank. And we'll get the exact requirement that it needs for this field, which will give us a nice yield. I don't think last time we did the slurry for like barley, we didn't have the nitrogen where it should be, so we might actually get a better yield. And it'll be nice, especially having these two fields combined. We'd probably get a very nice yield, I think. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.